Leeds United 2, Derby County 0, and boy did that taste sweet. I feel like Charlie has given me his golden ticket to the chocolate factory because that was sweet, smooth, silky, liquid. Okay, it wasn't quite liquid, but it was a great result against a formidable foe who were not that formidable on the day, it must be said. Derby County, after sailing into their sunset after beating Leeds 1 and 4 times in a season, have been on a downward trajectory ever since. And ever since that famous guard of honor they had to give us, I kind of quashed the beef a little bit, but it does still feel good to beat them every single time, just because they do still like to give it a little bit of the old Frank Lampard treatment to Leeds. So it was very satisfying to see the way Leeds dealt with them in the first half, and just really sat back in the second and allowed the result to come to ourselves. Now that has put us currently on the top of the championship table. Sheffield United, of course, going to play West Brom tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We're all going to be locked and loaded for that one. Hopefully waiting to see Sheffield United drop some points so Leeds can be sat pretty back at the top of the table. But otherwise, we will be dropping down to minimum of second place, so we're still going to be in the automatic zone come the end of this match week, which is very good for Leeds United because we are coming to the tail end of the first half of the season. We've just got 4 more games now, so if we can get to the halfway point in the automatic zones, that would be that would make me very happy. And of course, I would be even more happy if we could finish top of the table at that point as well. But beggars can't be choosers. At the moment, I'm very happy in the automatic zone. Now, as for today's game, listen, was it the most edge of your seat game you've ever seen in your life? No. But Derby kind of made it that way. They were sat back. They weren't too expansive themselves. And Leeds got the job done from a set piece of all things. Would you believe it? Roden scoring a bullet header from a Joe Rothwell corner. And they come out after the game and say, listen, mate, we've been practicing set pieces all week. Well, I hope you've been practicing defensive set pieces all week as well, because we're pretty shoddy at those too, to be honest with you. But it was crazy to see us score from the corner. I had to blink twice, thrice even, to make sure I wasn't dreaming, because we actually scored from a set piece. But it was really great to see that, of course. And overall, I thought it was a comfortable performance from Leeds United. There's still certain things that we need to improve on in the build-up play. I think the number 9 is a big issue. You see in these games, Joel Perreault does seem to go a little bit of Casper the Ghost, a little bit of a Bruno Fernandes effect, where he is just kind of ghosting in and out of games. I thought Joseph, when he came on, he made himself busy. He was doing a lot of the good off-the-ball work, but his confidence just isn't quite there. He just hasn't been given enough game time to really flourish in that number 9 role, and you're seeing his performance levels even drop as the weeks are going on, because he's being trusted less and less and less. And as he's a young guy, he needs to get that flow state going, he needs to get that form going, he needs momentum on his side, and he doesn't have any of that right now with the way things are going at Leeds. So unfortunately, that's been a downside for him, but I do think that he can still develop and still grow, and that's why I would actually push him into that number 9 role starting, even though I don't think he was the best today, just because I think he has scope for development. And I think with the right run of game time and the right string of form, he can get himself to becoming a great adversarial striker for Leeds United in terms of getting us promoted. Now, I would still say I would put Patrick Bamford ahead of him. I think that is the answer for Leeds United. I always have said that's the answer. I always will say that's the answer with the current crop of strikers that we have. However, if he isn't going to trust Bamford because maybe he's seeing something on the training ground, maybe he sees something I'm not, he's paid to see these kind of things, you know what I mean? He doesn't have a Specsavers sponsorship, but he is paid to see these things. It is his job. So if he doesn't want to trust Bamford, then just give Joseph a run out of games. Even if he's not at the top level, he is going to develop into something that is more effective for Leeds United on a regular weekly basis than Joel Perreault. Because Joel Perreault, as we said, is a great finisher. He's phenomenal in front of goal when he gets in that opportunity. But he does ghost in and out of games when he is starting too many in a row. So I'd just start Joseph and bring Perreault off the bench. I think that's the best solution for Leeds United going forward. Now, what I would be interested in also is a change of formation to freshen things up. I think with the crop of players we have, I think a 4-3-3 would be really, really good. I know we've got a lot of issues at left back at the moment, so if you did have to play Vobar or Strike in there for whatever reason, then I do believe having a 4-3-3 would work very well, because you could have either Tanaka or Gilavogi in the holding role, and they could drop back to make it a centre-back 3 pairing at the back there, and then allow Voba to either push into the middle or play as a left wing back, not pushing too high. And then because it's a 4-3-3, you'd have Joe Rothwell on that left side of the midfield 3 for me, who's a very good ball carrier, which we've seen, so he could do a lot of the work on that left hand side in terms of getting the ball up the pitch to get it to either Solomon or Ramazani or whoever's occupying that wide left role in the front 3. I think that would work really good with the players that we have at our disposal, and I think it would kind of alleviate some of the creative issues that we've seen where it just gets too congested and it's a little bit too slow and we're not moving it side to side quick enough. I think that extra body in the midfield would really help us there, really help us just transition from left to right a lot quicker, and it would just make our play a lot more fluid. But those are the takeaways I would have from that game, just because I do think Leeds are still falling into a trap of just we're getting the job done, we're getting these goals, whether it's a set piece or something else, but our actual creative outlets, our actual creative play isn't quite at the level that I would like it to be. Do you agree with me on that formation? Are you happy with the formation that we currently use at our disposal? I can't complain too much, but there are still gripes that I have that are repeating themselves, and I think a change of formation would do us some good service. But let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with that, or do you think it's more of a personnel issue? Also, what are your takes on my striker thing? Do you think Joseph just needs to be taken out of the side for confidence, or do you agree that you should just give him a string of game time and give him a 5, 6, 7 game run and just see if he can try and get some confidence going that way? And if not, then yeah, okay, switch back to Perot, but for the time being, leave him on the bench. I think that would be a good solution. Maybe you guys disagree, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter what I say, because Leeds are currently top of the league. You cannot ask for much more than that. Okay, I would like us to have a lead at the top of the league table, maybe have a better goal difference as well, but that's just picking at hairs here, you know, that's nitpicking. You cannot complain too much about being top of the league. And hopefully onwards and upwards. Big game on Tuesday against Middlesbrough. We are going to be here live for this one. I know I wasn't live for the last one. I was very sick. I couldn't be live, but we are here now. My stomach bug is still affecting me. I'm probably still going to be sick right after recording this, but hopefully we will be all sweet on Tuesday, and we will be in there like swimwear, hopefully ready to see Leeds make a statement performance against Middlesbrough, because listen mate, they embarrassed us at our own ground. They embarrassed us earlier on in the season at Ellen Road. We need something to get the fans back on board, to get the fans excited, to get some rejuvenation and passion and spirit in the air for Leeds United. And I think a statement performance, not just a victory, not just a result, but a statement performance would do the job against Middlesbrough for us. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. I would go, if I am going to give an early score prediction, 4-0 on that one. I want to see us absolutely romp them. 3 goals in the first half, 1 in the second, 4 goals for Leeds United. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. For now, guys, I will see you very soon. And my brothers and my sisters.